Hey, welcome. Sorry I look absolutely insane. I just need a haircut. Anyway, let's see what we're working on today. Yep, you got it. Jeep Renegade. So, lame headlights. Non-LED. Okay? Either one. Neither are other fog lights. So, we live in Iowa, and we have nothing but deer all over the place, especially this time of year with harvest going on. So we're going to swap these out for OEM Jeep Renegade LED headlights. It is a massive undertaking, and I'm going to see if we can figure it out. So, to start with, we got a bunch of clips up here, all the way across. Okay, so we're going to pull all those out. We did swap those. And then you need to pull this guy, which it's just clipped in. And then there's a couple screws here. And then there's a screw there. A screw there. And then there's one underneath. They're Phillips screws. And then there's 10 millimeters all the way along the bottom. There's Monte Carlo. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we got all those off, and we got this off. You're probably going to break these clips, so make sure and have some spares laying around. Let's see, I broke one, and one stayed in the fender. A couple of them did. So those two screws right there are what I'm talking about. So I'm going to go ahead and pull those, and the ones in the wheel well, and then the ones that are down below, and I'll be right back. Okay, a couple of my fender well bolts were T20s. The other ones are right there, and they run along the bottom. And those, I believe, are T25. Let's find out. They're actually T30. So I'm going to go ahead and pull those up. I'll be right back. So there's 5 of those guys. So now it clips into the fender right there. So grab a hold over here and just slowly pop it, and there you go. You'll want to unhook your daytime running lights on either side, and now we can pull headlights. So it looks like there's a bolt there, a bolt there, and a bolt down there. And those bolts are also T30s. I use one of those little guys to get this bolt right there, otherwise it's a pain in the ass. So here's your clip, and you just push on the bottom and it will let it go. Alright, so these are the beautiful bastards that are going in it, with the driver on the bottom. So let's go ahead and throw one of these in. Okay, they are in. Let's go see what kind of errors we get on the dash. Daytime running light out. Parking light out. Turn signals, I'm not surprised I don't have those plugged in. And the hood open. Okay. As you can see, daytime runnings are on. Headlights are on. Oh, hey, that one's burned out. Okay, so I do have one burned out light bulb. So the halo on these is actually what's the daytime running light. So what we'll do is, this is where it becomes difficult. So your OEM halogen bulbs have a 3-pin connector, okay? Well, these are a 7-pin connector for these headlights. So when we go to turn our brights on, they're not going to work. So right now I turn the brights on, but they're not working. And so we got to do some PCM programming, and I'll show you how to do that in Alpha OBD. So we're going to go ahead and shut this off. So that's actually what I have these connectors for. I wasn't sure if I was going to need those or if I can use these OEM ones. But it looks like I can cut some of the shielding back and get to what I need to get to. So now we're going to put the bumper back on, and I got to figure out that bulb quick. Alright, so I actually broke the bulb when I pulled the bumper off, so I got to go get a new bulb. Nobody has one in stock, so I'm going to have to order one, so that's awesome. So I can't program anything until I get a new one of these. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back together. I'm going to keep this off. Luckily we have a nice little access panel right there to get to that driving light. So go ahead and set this bumper back on there, and I'll be right back. Alright, so that's what they look like in there. I got these top ones back on, so I'm going to go ahead and put the bolts down below back in, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we got them in. We got the bumper all put back in. So now we just need to deal with this little fiasco. Looks like I have a broke one down there. And both of those are broke. And that one's broke. That one might be okay. So I got to pull those. Come over here to this sweet little kit, grab some new ones, and throw them in there. Alright, there she is. All that's back on. Headlights are in. So I gotta get in that panel and do that running light. This thing was in a wreck on the right front, so some stuff doesn't line up the greatest. But there it is. So this is part 1. Part 2 will be the programming of everything. So keep an eye out, and yeah, ask questions, leave comments, follow us, subscribe, please, we need it. I'll be doing part 2 here shortly. So like, subscribe, share us. Deuces.